College is crazy expensive, with many goers having to take out student loans just to attend. But do you really have to do that? In this video, I'm going to explain the different type of loans that's out there and give you tips on how you can go to college for free. Let's get to it. This right here explains the direct subsidized and direct unsubsidized loans from the federal government. Now, you have federal loans and you have private loans. So you got to understand which one is it. Of course, you know federal loans from the federal government, private loans from a bank. Simple as that. But there are two types, direct subsidized and direct unsubsidized. You got to be careful and know what it means. Let's get to it. Direct subsidized loans and direct unsubsidized loans are federal student loans offered by the U.S. Department of Education to help eligible students cover the cost of higher education at a four-year college or university, community college, or trade, career, or technical school. So let me get to talk about a quick overview of direct subsidized loans. Who can get direct subsidized loans? Any student that has a financial need. How much you can borrow. Your school determines the amount you can borrow, and the amount may not exceed your financial need. Who will pay the interest? This is important. The interest is paid by the Department of Education on a direct subsidized loan. Okay? While you're in school half the time, 6 months after you leave school, and during the period of deferment. Okay? These are subsidized loans. Now here's unsubsidized loans, guys. Direct unsubsidized loans are available to undergraduate and graduate students. There's no requirement to demonstrate financial need. Your school determines the amount you can borrow based on your cost of attendance and other financial aid you receive. You are responsible for paying the interest on a direct unsubsidized loan during all periods. This is important. If anybody told you that you ain't gonna be paying interest while you're in school, you're right. You ain't gonna make any payments, but them interest rates, them interest will keep going into the loan, keep going into the loan. You have to be careful. And this is something that's good to know. During periods of time when you're not required to make payments, such as while you're in school, in a deferment, or in a forbearance, your interest will accumulate, and it will in certain instances be capitalized, which means that your interest will be added to the principal amount of your loan. Whether your unpaid interest capitalized or not, you are still responsible for paying the interest that accrues. You can always choose to pay the interest that accrues even while you are not required to make a payment. And I agree, that's something that you should do. If your payment is $100 and the interest is $50, make that $50, because if you don't make that $50 payment, they're gonna add it to the loan. And next you're gonna be like, oh, I only took out $10,000. Why do I see it's $15,000? Because you didn't make any payments. All right. Now, loan amounts, it's very important. So now let's say if you are a dependent student, meaning that you're under your mommy and daddy, okay, you can only take out $5,500 for the first year of the undergraduate, but only $3,500 will be subsidized. If you are an independent student, you can take out a loan of $9,500, but same amount, only $3,500 of the first year will be subsidized. Second year, $6,500 for dependent. Second year is $10,500 for independent students, and it goes up $1,000 of it will be subsidized, and so forth. For third year, $7,500, only $5,500 will be subsidized. Same thing, $1,500, $5,500 will be subsidized, and then you have here graduate or professional students, $20,500, unsubsidized only. You cannot be subsidized, and subsidized and unsubsidized aggregate loan amount, $31,000. No more than $23,000 of this amount can be subsidized. And for people who are independent, $57,500 for undergraduates. No, same thing, no more than $23,000 can be subsidized. I would recommend what you try to do is, if you're going to take out student loans, try to make sure you don't go to a school that's overly expensive. And if you need to take out student loans, only take out the amount that is subsidized. That way, you won't have to worry about paying the interest even while you're in college. You can save that money and focus on your school and not have to worry about this damn piano over your head and saying that, dang, this interest rate I have to be paid, and it's gonna keep going into my loan, keep going into my loan. So you're gonna do that. That's mainly for undergraduates, meaning that associate's degree and bachelor's. Anything master's and above, if you take out a loan, it is unsubsidized, and you're gonna be paying interest right when you get the loan. So you guys gotta be very, very careful. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. I really appreciate it. If you haven't, like the video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified for any videos that I drop. Really appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Let's get back to it. Okay, here are the rates. The rates for undergraduate borrower is 6.53, and for a graduate is 8%. Those are high. So you have to understand what you're getting yourself into. It is a loan. You have to pay it back. Don't try to be slick. They say, oh, you know, it's in deferment. They're going to keep putting money, especially if it's unsubsidized. They're going to keep adding that interest. And Uncle Sam, Uncle Trump, Uncle J.D. Vance, Auntie Linda McMahon, they don't give a damn about you. They're going to say pay. That's what they want. They want their money, okay? So I just wanted to show this to you. Quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how much, if you was to take out a certain amount of money, how much it would be in payments that you would get. Let's go to this calculator real quick. This is from NerdWallet. I already put the information in there to make it quick. A $50,000 loan amount with an annual interest rate of 6.53. If it took you 30 years, or if you had a 30-year term, your monthly payment would be $317.02. And the total interest, if it took you the whole 30 years, will be a little bit over $64,000. What you don't see here is a breakdown of your principal payment and interest payment. So what I had to do was I had to go and get a mortgage calculator, which I did it right here. The mortgage calculator, same thing from NerdWallet. I put in the same numbers, $50,000, just assuming that you're taking out $50,000, no down payment, of course, interest rate of 6.53, 30-year loan term, same payment, $317.02. But here's the thing that you can see here. I'm gonna try to make it a little bigger so that you guys can see. All right. Right here, it says here, principal payment of $45, interest payment of $272.08. If you decide that you take out an unsubsidized loan and it's $50,000, that's gonna be your interest. Your interest on the first month is gonna be $272. So while you may say, okay, I don't have to pay, and I don't have to pay it, that's gonna keep accumulating. And it's gonna accumulate at that interest right there. So if you don't pay that at least $273 towards the loan, you're always gonna have to pay, or it's gonna go and capitalize, and it's gonna go into your principal. So you don't want that, guys. So try your best to make sure that you take out a subsidized loan where the interest is paid by the Department of Education, and then you can be able to do what you gotta do. And before you go to get your master's or anything, get a damn job first, save up some money, and go to school where you can know that you can be able to afford it, all right? Lastly, what I wanna show you guys is something that's very important. I went to CUNY, okay? I went to a CUNY school, Medgar Evers College. One, in my opinion, City University of New York have some of the best colleges, in my opinion, in all of America. I guess because I could be biased, I'm from New York, whatever. But I went to a CUNY school, and my tuition was way under what a lot of people would be paying across the land. So I'm gonna show you something. This is the tuition and college costs of a college in CUNY. Now, you have to be a resident of New York City, so if you're not a resident of New York City, it's gonna be different, but still it's manageable. So for me, I went to a senior college, which is a 4-year college, and the cost per semester was a little bit under $3,500 tuition. That was if I did 12 credits, which is about 4 classes and stuff like that, depending on the class. Some classes could be 1 credit, 2 credits and stuff like that. But still, if you were there full-time, 12 or more billable credit hours, that's what you would be paying, under $3,500. And books and stuff like that, certain fees, everything came up to about $4,000, maybe about $4,100. I was able to get Pell and TAP, pay for my whole school. All right, now with community colleges, I recommend anybody to go to community college first. Community colleges are usually cheaper. It's only 2 years. You do what you gotta do, then you can go to a 4-year college. In New York City, the community college for a New York City resident, $2,400 per semester. Let's just say $3,000 books and little fees and stuff. $3,000 full time, $6,000 a year. If you're getting TAP, which is New York State type grants for college, and you get federal Pell grants, pretty much your school is paid for. All right, so you got to understand how things are going so you'll be able to do it the right way. All right, I just wanted to show you guys this and share this with you because I feel that it's very important. I know that a lot of parents are trying to figure out what to do. If you want me to give you a breakdown of colleges in your state, let me know in the comment section. I'll gladly do it for you, okay? Because I feel that it's important that we know what's going on. A lot of us are uninformed in the things that's going on around us, and we need to be informed so that we can make an educated decision, especially for our children. They don't want us to be smart. They always want us to be a little bit foolish so that they can make more and more money off us.